mind is a labyrinth, ladies and gentlemen, a puzzle. And while the paths of the brain are plainly visible, its ways deceptively apparent, its destinations are unknown, its secrets still secrets. And, if we are honest, it is the lure of the labyrinth that draws us to our chosen field to unlock those secrets. Others have been here before us and have left us signs, but we, as explorers of the mind, must devote our lives and energies to going further, to tread the unexplored corridors in the hope of finding ultimately the final solution. We have to see. We have to know.
Dr. Chenard, the new arrival is awake and appears very distressed.
Six, seven, a meme kids can't get enough of and teachers can't get away from.
We are not saying the word 6-7 anymore. If you do, you have to write a 67-word essay.
Some schools even banning the phrase in classrooms.
You are no longer allowed to say, what number do you think I'm going to say?
6-7.
Caitlin Soriano is a 7th grade math teacher.
How much are you hearing and seeing 6-7 in your classroom?
All day, every day.
Now, if you have kids, you may have noticed some new lingo, but also have no idea what they're actually talking about. 6-7 is the latest phrase craze, and if you're not up to speed with what it means, well, luckily for all of us, Imogen Wells decided to find out.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
The first thing to know about this latest viral craze is this isn't about the number 67.
You want to know what time I woke up this morning?
What time?
Around 6-7.
6-7.
This is all about 6-7.
Class, can you please open up your math books to page 67?
Did you just say 6-7?
And no, it's not maths related. It's the latest filler word that doesn't actually mean anything at all.
Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I just bit right on the highway. Track hog me sitting in the...
It all started with a song by the rapper Skrilla called Doot Doot 67.
6, 7. I just bit right on the highway.
Skrilla says 6'7", referring to a street. From there, it became linked to a basketball player who was 6'7".
Simon, how tall are you?
6'7". Thanks, Leo. 6, 7. I just bit on the highway.
Then the phrase went viral in March this year after this kid said it.
Hey, 6-7!
And from there, it has spiraled to now mean nothing at all.
Every generation has faced a moment when the youth seem to have collectively lost their minds. For boomers, it was Beatlemania. For Gen X, it was MTV and punk rock. For millennials, it was random internet challenges. For Gen Z, it was the Skibidi toilet. And for Gen Alpha, it is 6-7. Yes, 6-7, two ordinary numbers that now hold the power to disrupt classrooms.
He's one of the best scientific minds we have today.
think the scene is the ending scene of the movie. One single word will connect the movie with the 6-7 viral stuff. Let me show you. Keep in mind the difference.
In this room, Chuck's grandpa had seen the Jeffries boy, body broken by the car. He'd seen his own wife, supposed, perhaps the night Chuck had stolen his keys. Albie had even seen himself. Waiting would begin. From the unseen monitor, there was a final bip. From the unseen monitor, there was a final bip. From the unseen monitor, there was a final bip. From the unseen monitor.
Can you please open up your math books to page 67?
Did you just say 6-7?
And no, it's not maths related. It's the latest filler word that doesn't actually mean anything at all.
Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I just bit right on the highway. Track hogging sitting in the...
It all started with a song by the rapper Skrilla called Doot Doot 6-7.
6-7. I just bit right on the highway.
Skrilla.
Can I go Higgles World?
Yeah, sold out show, TLA.
Shades on, I'm bored with the glasses. Bro say cause he a savage. So many dead ops, so many ashes. You ain't catch that, I can't pass this. Shoot a stay strap, I don't need mine. Bro put belt right to they behind. The way that switch, I know he dying. 6-7, I just bit right on the highway. I just bit right on the highway. Track hogging sitting in the driveway. Pull up, do dump truck, baby shark, do.
There was a final bip from the unseen monitor.
It all started with a song by the rapper Skrilla called Doot Doot 6-7.
I'm Edmund Ventura from the Oasis Project, formerly Life Extension, LE.
Tech support?
Yes. Yes, I'm your tech support. And we first met 150 years ago.
Oh, shit. You sold me the lucid dream.
Hey you, you're losing, you're losing, you're losing, you're losing your mind. Hey you, you're losing, you're losing, you're losing, you're losing your mind.
In this moment, I am wonderful.
When you look up at the night sky, it can tell you stuff about your future.
My son, tell me why we fight.
Because our enemy still lives.
I'm Edmund Ventura from the Oasis Project, formerly Life Extension, LE.
Tech support.
Yes. Yes, I'm your tech support.
I found you on the internet. I signed a contract with you, and then somebody died. It was me.
And on a day in late December, you gave yourself to us. You're now in a suspended state.
lost forever. Hope will be lost forever.
I'm Mike Flanagan. I am the screenwriter, the director, the editor, and one of the producers for The Life of Chuck. So we're seeing Chiwetel Ejiofor, who plays Marty Anderson. He's walking right now to his ex-wife's house in the middle of the end of the world, where we had to kind of create this effect that you're about to see, which is where we took over the power grid and basically blacked out the entire world there. There's a major change in the story here because the presence of the title character, Chuck Krantz, has been limited up until this point to billboard appearances and commercials. It's not been supernatural. But in the story, this is where his presence becomes something much more ethereal, something that clearly isn't terrestrial, and is kind of one of our last hints into what's really going on here. In the book, it's described as this ectoplasmic projection of the billboard images that start appearing. We accomplished this the very old-fashioned way by hanging televisions in the windows on their sides and pre-recording these videos and running around hitting play on each of them in order to get the image to appear in the window. But all of that was really visible on set. It's one of those things that in practice is actually kind of ridiculous, but looks very uncanny on screen.
Go home. Go home to your mom and dad.
And at this point, the characters realize that what's going on isn't something that they can explain, and that Chuck's identity is going to be much more important. I think there's a sense of loneliness here at the end of the world. We intentionally made sure there were no extras, there were no cars visible, and Marty, for the first time, starts to feel the panic of the situation instead of the acceptance of it.
Older Kings, those guys were, you had scientists, you had science there, but it was openly Rosicrucian. They were very esoteric, and they had a lot of, mumbo jumbo. And then they
This is just one step away from Jack Parsons and being a scientist who's involved outright in the occult, and he's not the only one. And sex magic and the rest of that. Parsons' home was described, he lived in Pasadena, was described by neighbors as, quote, a gathering place of perverts. The FBI agents and Air Force intelligence personnel were scandalized that women of loose morals would come to the house of Mr. Parsons. This is part of the practice. The Air Material Command contacted Parsons after the Kenneth Arnold sighting partly because they understood that he knew Kenneth Arnold. They wanted to understand, is this some kind of a game between you and Kenneth Arnold? And it's very bizarre. And the fact that Raymond Palmer, who ultimately, I think he produced UFO magazine. He produced magazines involved in fantasy, I think, in fiction before that, helped. I think he helped Kenneth Arnold write his book. But it's these interconnections and the Air Force and the intelligence people's interest. There's also was the theory that Parsons was spying for Israel at one point. He was spying for the Israelis, and that he stole some documents which got him kicked out of his rocket program. So he ended up losing his security clearances and so on. This guy was a very unsavory character, you might say. Parsons was.
I mean, it does introduce kind of a whole new element when it comes to espionage, right? Because, you know, normally when you ask an intelligence professional, what are the reasons somebody would be convinced to work for you and become your source or your asset? Or, how can you recruit someone? Or how can somebody recruit one of your people and he becomes a traitor? And they always give you the standard answer. It's like the money and ideology and status and personal liking and ideology.
There's a really creepy detail. You know, the Jehovah's Witnesses started out as this Bible movement. They had some visionary who claimed that the Antichrist would be born on October 2nd, 1914, and that is Parsons' birthday.
Yeah, and it's like when you introduce these potential dimensions and entities, that can have a total new or different effect when it comes to espionage and motivations to become somebody's source, or to get somebody to become your source, because that's a whole different type of motivation. And with scientists, military people, I mean, military people often are also Masons. Different professions have Freemasons in them. Not every Mason is the same. And ideology.
There's a really creepy detail. You know, the Jehovah's Witnesses started out as this Bible movement. They had some visionary who claimed that the Antichrist would be born on October 2nd, 1914, and that is Parsons' birthday.
There was a final bip from the unseen monitor.
Quelques idées sans suite et c'est peut-être mieux comme ça. Aujourd'hui j'allais me plaindre, j'ai repensé à Gaza. J'ai repensé au Congo, aux Ouïghours, à tous les peuples opprimés. Au pire j'ai son sourire pour essayer de tout oublier. Le vent est favorable, il fera sécher l'encre sur la feuille. Il fera sécher les larmes de cette famille en deuil. Ton meilleur pote t'a poucave. Tu te sens trahi et t'as le seum. Ça serait comme aller à la Junquera et y croiser sa sœur. Son silence me fait peur, ses paroles m'adoucissent. Avant j'en voulais un, aujourd'hui j'en veux 5 ou 6. Sur un compte bien au chaud, je suis en promenade, c'est le saut. Que Dieu nous préserve de repasser tout l'été au cachot. Un jour de plus sans toi, où la solitude règne. Avant qu'elle prenne des rides, le vrai contemporaine. Avant de partir en guerre, le roi contemple la reine. Je t'ai déjà dit, j'ai vécu le sida, donc m'appelle pas le...
The phrase went viral in March this year after this kid said it. And from there, it has spiraled to now mean nothing at all.
On était fous, on était rien, on était nous, on était bien, on était en bas du bâtiment en train de refaire le monde. J'aime pas ce qui brille, j'aime pas le strass et les paillettes. Y'a trop de sel dans les océans pour pas que j'en mette dans mon assiette. J'ai pas assez d'une vie pour lui rendre tout ce qu'elle m'a donné. La rue m'a promis richesse et bonheur, donc je me suis abonné. Y'a pas de meilleure morale que la vie elle-même. Pas de meilleur sourire que celui de nos mères. Elle m'a dit je t'aimais, chez la nourrice. Y'a 6 kilos de zipettes, 2 armes de guerre, des jouets pour enfants. La paire de menottes finit plus serrée que nos coudes. C'était peut-être bénéfique comme un borgne à qui on a jeté l'œil. Dehors c'est GTA, sans les étoiles, une erreur et tu meurs. Je pourrais m'arrêter là, te dire qu'en vrai tout est foutu. Le niveau de précaution est pris en fonction de la peine encourue. Ford Mondeo, ils font le tour de la tête. Y'a que la vérité et les mauvais tireurs qui blessent. J'ai mis de côté une pièce au cas où je devrais me refaire. Avant de l'éclater, il lui a donné rendez-vous en enfer. Au fait, est-ce qu'il y a des nouvelles du pote qui a pris 12 ans ferme? Ils ont détourné des fonds publics, mais c'est...
Oh my god, I can't believe I let you talk me into this.
It's gonna be a great experience.
Yeah.
All right. All right, crew. There's still one thing we need to take care of. I promise you it'll help. Close your eyes. Take a big, deep inhale. And out. And in. And out. Welcome aboard. I see you, like, come alive on that board. It's spiritual. I feel the same about what I do. It's my true calling.
What is this? Where are we? We're on his boat. Whose boat? I don't think you want to know.
You're a fighter. I love fighters. Makes for a better show. Right, places, please. And action. This is your time to shine.
Bra. Då fattar du. Vi ska ha en liten tävling nu. Du stannar under vattnet i 3 minuter. Fixar du det så gör jag bara en liten rispa. Fixar du det inte så sticker ut ena ögat på dig. Ett öga för ett öra, va? Okej?
Men det går ju inte.
Det är ditt problem. Tre minuter. Passa på att andas. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Car.
Spelled with a K. It's Cantonese.
Funny. You don't know Cantonese.
Can I see your ticket?
Here? Yeah, no, thank you for being so hospitable.
So, how long were you in the Coast Guard for?
Well, I was a Navy pilot. Been in Vietnam, and then that's another weird story. You're not gonna believe it. I was scared to death can you see me shooting somebody or stabbing somebody as a Marine?
I can see it. Maybe. I don't really know.
Okay, so remember everything in this museum. Now we start. You're going to be amazed at what just happened here. Now look, I'm going to go quick. I'm going to try to.
Jew for oil.
You need to know this book. I'm gonna tell you about that book. Good. Let me know when you're ready. We all ready?
Mm-hmm.
I think so, yeah.
I thought it'd be like a picture book. I don't know.
And now,
What's
the color?
The zombie?
What? The color. The color. Now, y'all know how many colors in a rainbow?
7.
7.
7, dude.
Now, who uses the rainbow to blaspheme God's name?
Homosexuals.
That's exactly
Gay
right.
motherfucker. I mean,
The gay
gays.
pride flag.
Gays.
I got it first. How many colors in the gay pride flag?
Too many to count.
7. 7?
Listen,
It's a rainbow.
Serious. I mean, look, if I'm going to go out there, then I'm serious.
No, I'm serious.
There are 6 colors.
6.
They will not put the 7th one in there because they know what would happen to them if they did. That happens to be the color you have to have in the temple. And that color is turquoise.
Oh, that's the
Turquoise. That was like
Wait,
red.
I said that earlier.
That was like red or
Remember I
something.
told you all the native tribes were Jews?
Yeah.
And what's the native tribes, what was their favorite color? Their stone?
Red?
Gray.
Turquoise.
Yeah,
And silver. Now, so I called my rabbi when I found out that it was turquoise, which brings God's temple, God's glory into that temple, as well as his music. All right. So what did that rabbi tell me? My own music in the world that will absolutely bless you, and we know it will. But it has, by the way, that harpsichord became a piano in the romantic and the classical era. So that's why I have this piano here. Because I play those melodies all the doggone time. And by the way, I played that melody, one in particular, to get you guys here, and you're here. I know what melodies to play in here. So this is as supernatural as you can get. This is amazing stuff. And the instrument you need to learn to play the guitar, I would recommend, or anything in the symphony.
Can we hear the
saxophone? I don't care what it is. It has to be equal temperament tuning, symphonic music. If you want to play anything.
Can we hear it?
Yeah, I can play a song. Now, this isn't the best piano on the earth because my wife found this in the garage sale. Now, this is a broken block, and I did it with sandpaper.
Maybe I'm just overreacting. Wow, that was good. That was great. That someone does here?
Do what?
That someone does here?
What do you say?
You said that someone, that
That's what
song,
brought us here.
that song someone does.
That brings angels to Israel. But when you play it on the piano here,
Play it again.
brings it here.
Oh, so we're angels from Israel.
Got 6 million more to make
You
up for
just
it.
had angels come here and bless you. That's what you just had.
Oh, all right, let's go to the Marfa Lights.
Y'all know how many colors in a rainbow?
7.
7.
7, dude.
Now, who uses the rainbow to blaspheme God's name?
Homosexuals.
That's exactly
Gay
right.
motherfucker. I mean,
The gay
gays.
pride flag.
Gays.
I got it first.
How many colors in the gay pride flag?
Too many to count.
7. 7?
Listen,
It's a rainbow.
Serious. I mean, look, if I'm going to go out there, then I'm serious.
No, I'm serious.
There are 6 colors.
6.
They will not put the 7th one in there because they know what would happen to them if they did.